Hi there, Merry Christmas and welcome to the UkeStuff channel and welcome to this tutorial video for the play-along videos of Mele Kalikimaka as sung by Bing Crosby and the Andrews Sisters. So in this song we're going to take a look at the chords you need for GCEA ukulele, that's soprano, concert, or tenor ukulele. Then we'll look at the chords you need for baritone DGBE ukulele, and then we'll talk strumming a little bit. Now I do want to mention that the original song does have a key change, but this version does not. I've negated the key change and kept everything all in the key of D all the way through. Don't forget that you can use the slider below here to move to whatever part of the video pertains to you, and you can find the list of those chapters in the description below. I also want to mention that if you like the chords that are in this song and the way that it is written out, you can find the tabs or the chord chart for this song at ukestuff.info. The link will appear in the description below. I also wanted to mention that I recorded a cover of this on my ukulele singing in the key of G. So for me, singing in the key of D is really low. I'm a tenor. So by singing in G, it was much better for my voice. And if you want to sing along with that, I'll make sure that that is available as well. All right, now let's talk about the chords you need for GCEA ukulele. I will be using my Koaloha concert ukulele. And considering that the song is about Hawaii, I might as well use a Hawaiian instrument for the song. Again, GCEA is for soprano, concert, or tenor ukulele. All right, the first chord you need is the D chord. You can play it any number of ways. I end up playing it with the first finger at the top of the third string and the other two fingers around it. Katie Denure at One Music School recently did a really good summary of other ways to play the D chord if you're interested in watching it. The second chord is the A minor chord. The third chord is the B7 chord, and there are a number of ways to make B7, but this is my favorite. It just works out well with E minor because E minor and B7 work out well together. They're the same exact shape, just up one set of strings. That said, let's just walk through it. First finger plays the second string, second fret. Third finger plays the third string, third fret. And fourth finger plays the fourth string, fourth fret. First string is open. And that's this version of the B7. Then we have one occurrence of E minor 7 at the intro of the song. Just to match what's happening in the song, the audio of the song, I had to make sure that I use that. The rest of the time, it's another chord. Then we have our A7, one finger chord, you gotta love those. And then perhaps the hardest chord with GCEA ukulele, the G sharp diminished 7. You could call it an A flat diminished 7, but it's leading to the A almost every time that it's used. So G sharp diminished 7 is probably the right way to spell that. And it's a 4-finger chord. You can try to play with a bar chord, but I like to play these with 4 fingers. Put my first finger on the 4th string, 1st fret, second finger on the 2nd string, 1st fret, third finger on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, pinky on the 1st string, 2nd fret. That's your G sharp diminished chord, diminished 7 chord. The next chord is the D7 chord. And it is often called the Hawaiian D7 and sort of separated because it actually doesn't have the note D in it. Your ear often provides it, or you'll hear it when there's a bass part. The next chord is the E7 chord. I really like this chord. First finger goes on the 4th string, 1st fret. Second finger on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. Third finger on the 1st string, 2nd fret. And then finally, the A chord. And those are the chords you need for Mele Kalikimaka as sung by Bing Crosby in the key of D on GCEA soprano, concert, or tenor ukulele. All right, now let's take a look at the chords you need for baritone DGBE ukulele for Mele Kalikimaka in the key of D. I'll be using my mainland baritone. It has a cedar top and rosewood back and sides. All right, the first chord you need is the D chord. The second chord you need is the A minor chord. The third chord is the B7 chord. First finger on the 4th string, 1st fret. Second finger on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. Third finger on the 1st string, 2nd fret. That's your B7 chord. Then your E minor 7 chord. It only occurs once in the song, right at the intro, and that was to match the harmony of what was happening in the actual recorded version of the song. The rest of the song uses a different chord there every other time. But here's the E minor 7, no fingers on any of the strings on your left hand. Completely open chord. Then your A7. You have two options with A7 on this one that I found that work okay, but according to the books, the version of A7 is a bar chord, all four strings above the second fret, and then your second finger plays the first string third fret. Bar chords can be a little tricky. Some tips: pull against the fretboard and then just loosely strengthen with the thumb. Don't think of making a vice. Let the force of pulling against the headstock and pulling against the fretboard do most of the leverage. Then just support, and then you should be able to make it the A7 chord. Also be above the metal fret but not on it. And the closer you are to the fret, the easier that is to press down and get a nice clean sound. Now the other option is to sort of take a trick from GCEA Ukulele, where you are playing an A7 chord that doesn't actually have an A in it. But like GCEA calls that the Hawaiian D7 because it's used in the Hawaiian vamp all the time, we don't call it the Hawaiian A7. Maybe we should start that. But anyway, this other version of the A7, if you want to use anytime it appears in the song, first finger on the fourth string, second fret, second finger on the second string, second fret. That is an A7 chord without the A. So you could also substitute that at any time. The next chord is the G sharp diminished 7. Two fingers again. First finger on the third string, first fret, second finger on the first string, first fret. Now the books will often show this as A flat diminished 7, but because this chord almost always is leading to A, we're going to use the terminology of G sharp leading to A. Then the D7 chord, the one finger E7, and then the A chord. And those are the chords you need to play Mele Kalikimaka in the key of D on baritone ukulele. All right, let's talk about some strumming here. And basically, I'm just going to give you one strumming pattern to think about and then one variation of it. Ultimately, I hear down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Just skipping one up seems to work really well for me. So here's what I'm talking about. Here's the intro. 1, 2, 3, 4. So down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Now, before we talk about a modification of that strum pattern, let me address one more thing with just the standard pattern, which is there are a few times, such as the end of the song, where you say Mele Kalikimaka is Hawaii's way, where the chord changes occur a little faster. There, I just go down, down, up, down, down, up. Down, down, up, down, down, up on each one of the chords. Down, down, up, change, down, down, up. So going from D to A minor to B7 sounds kind of like this. Hear that? So everything else stays the same. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. So everything else stays the same except for when you have those sort of shorter chord changes, and there are only a couple of those that happen in the song. So the one modification I would suggest, if you want to try it, would be to put an emphasis on beats 2 and 4. So you're going down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, but you're going very fast with your fingers. So it would sound sort of like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you hear that, I'm really trying to bring out 2 and 4. And it sounds different than just doing like this. And this. Hear the difference? I hope so. And it's a great song, and it's fun to play along. Dr. Jill Reese has a version of this out as well. I wanted to do one that at least started in the original key. I did take out the key change, and I also wanted to make it available for baritone, and then also the lyrics version as well. So to everyone, I want to wish you a very Merry Christmas. I hope you're having a great day, and I will be back soon with some more Uke stuff for you.